Hello, guys. I am your good friend, the broadcaster of the Great Kim Empire. Today, we are going to discuss Kim Jong Un's luxury secret cars. Before we begin, same as always, let me buff myself up first.
Hail the fat guys in North Korea!
At the 2023 North Korean Mothers Congress, Kim Jong Un's new car, the Mercedes-Benz Maybach S650, made its debut. This Maybach is equipped with a 6.0T twin-turbo V12 engine and can accelerate from 0 to 100 km per hour in just 4.6 seconds. For luxurious details, it features brown and beige Nappa leather interiors and long pile floor mats, with the unique Maybach logo on the rear headrest cushions. Our great leader criticizes the limitations of capitalism within this confined space. But here comes a question. According to UN Security Council Resolution 2094, North Korea is prohibited from importing luxury cars and other luxury goods. So, how did Kim Jong Un manage to buy this luxury car? Before answering this question, let's talk about why Kim Jong Un insists on buying Mercedes luxury cars rather than other luxury brands. After World War II, Stalin gave Kim Jong Un's grandfather, the first great leader of North Korea, Kim Il-sung, his first luxury car, the Soviet ZIS-110. This car was designed and produced by Soviet engineers after extensively disassembling the 1942 American Packard Super 8. The car had a very limited production, with only 2,083 units made, thus only top Soviet officials could obtain it. The car went into production in August 1945, and soon after, Kim Il-sung received it. However, a few years later, during the Korean War, as U.S. forces landed in Incheon and advanced to Pyongyang, Kim Il-sung couldn't take the car with him, and it was captured by South Korean forces. But before the South Korean forces could revel in their spoils, Chinese forces counterattacked and recaptured the car. U.S. General Walton Walker tried to stop the retreating South Korean forces but was killed by a South Korean truck. To apologize, then South Korean President Syngman Rhee gave the ZIS car to Walker's widow, turning Kim Il-sung's car into a grocery car for the widow. After the Korean War, what car did Kim Il-sung drive? According to a small story recorded at Kim Il-sung University in North Korea, the article reads, "In the beautiful Myo-Hyang International Friendship Exhibition Hall, there is an old car. Chairman Kim Il-sung used this car for many years. One day, after presiding over a meeting, the chairman saw the driver diligently working and told him that the car was old, and asked if the engine could be replaced with a truck engine. The driver realized the unreasonableness of the request and seriously replied that it was not possible. The chairman then put his hand on the driver's shoulder and sternly said that if we had money to buy a new car, it would be better to buy a pair of shoes for the people. As long as it is well maintained, the car will not have problems." Chairman Kim Il-sung put the people above all else and loved the people, never allowing himself to enjoy any privileges or special benefits. He was truly a benevolent father of the people. After this, he bought a Mercedes. After Kim Il-sung's death, his son, Kim Jong-il, inherited the love for Mercedes cars perfectly. In 2007, when South Korean President Roh Moo-hyun visited Pyongyang, he was arranged to ride in the family heirloom Mercedes 600. In 2010, during a North Korean military parade, the antique Mercedes 600 reappeared, this time as a convertible, and there were two of them. This type of convertible Mercedes 600 had only 59 units produced, showing that the Kim family had a collection of rare Western luxury cars. Naturally, it would be a disservice to the people's devotion if the second great leader continued to ride in such old cars, so he upgraded his ride to an extended Mercedes S600 Guard. This car is characterized by its top-level defense and post-production modifications, with full armor coverage on the body, able to defend against bullets, explosives, and even claims to be mine-proof. In 2011, when Kim Jong-il visited China, multiple Mercedes cars were prepared for his transportation, including a Maybach. However, he did not buy one because he passed away that year. His son, the current third great leader, fulfilled his wish and directly purchased multiple Maybachs, including the S650, S600, and GLS 600. So, how did Kim Jong Un circumvent the sanctions to buy these luxury cars? In 2020, the UN Security Council's Committee on Sanctions against North Korea investigated and concluded. For example, regarding Kim Jong Un's two German Mercedes-Benz S600s, the report showed that these two Mercedes S600s were shipped from the German factory in February 2018. The buyer was an Italian company, and the delivery address was also in Italy. By June, the two Mercedes S650s were packed in containers and shipped to the port of Rotterdam in the Netherlands, managed by COSCO Shipping Corporation. The containers arrived in Dalian, China, after 41 days at sea, and stayed there until August 26, when they were loaded onto a ship bound for Osaka, Japan. From there, they were transferred to another ship, arriving in Busan, South Korea, on September 30. The cars were then loaded onto a Tbilisi-flagged ship, the DN5505. The destination of the DN5505 was Nakotka, Russia. However, when the Committee on Sanctions arrived at Nakotka port to investigate, they found no entry records for the DN5505. So, where did the DN5505 go? The committee had to return to Busan port for further investigation. This time, they found a clue. Shortly after leaving Busan port, the DN5505 turned off its automatic identification system, AIS. The AIS is used for vessel traffic control and positioning, allowing ships to exchange electronic data with nearby ships, satellites, and AIS shore stations to avoid accidents. Usually, unless there is a major malfunction, the AIS is not easily turned off. Did something happen to the DN5505 at sea? The DN5505 resurfaced in Busan port shortly after, but the containers with the Mercedes S600s were gone, replaced by other cargo. The committee speculated that the cars were transferred to Air Koryo while passing by North Korea, but lacked concrete evidence to prove North Korea's involvement, leaving the matter unresolved. Subsequently, it seems that the committee has not been able to prevent Kim Jong Un from continuing to purchase luxury cars. Besides having multiple luxury cars, the great leader Kim Jong Un also owns several luxury yachts. In 2013, South Korean media keenly spotted a luxury yacht in photos released by the Korean Central News Agency, KCNA, on the east coast of North Korea. It resembled a Princess 95My yacht from the British yacht manufacturer Princess Yachts, with a starting price of $6 million US. Additionally, Kim Jong Un also owns the company's latest luxury Princess 98My yacht, priced at $8.7 million US, shown in a KCNA photo of the great leader inspecting the East Coast, with the yacht visible in the background. Now, a question arises. Isn't North Korea a self-proclaimed democratic socialist state? Why does its leader go to great lengths to purchase luxury cars and yachts for himself? Perhaps the North Korean government would say, these luxury cars and yachts belong to the North Korean people, and our great leader merely has 24/7 usage rights.